Friends, today I have to talk to you about a film that I feel is actually criminally underrated. I know, you may not have heard of this one, and it is directed by Jodie Foster, who you may remember as Clarice from Silence of the Lambs, The Silence of the Lambs. It's important to get the title right, The Silence of the Lambs. Clarice went out there and she became a director, and you know what other movie she directed? She directed Little Man Tate, which I haven't seen, but I hear it's a pretty good movie. And this movie is Money Monster. And let me tell you something about Money Monster. Didn't need special effects. Didn't need all of these ridiculous things to tell us a story that I found compelling, that I was riveted to, that I was interested in. Because guess what? It's a story about modern times and the struggle of man, or humanity, in this modern economy. And from the beginning of this movie to the very end of this movie, I was absolutely into it. But I will say this much. I mean, George Clooney is a likable character. Who is that gentleman? Jack O'Connell, who plays the bomber. He is 100%. You feel like he really is this person. But why is this movie getting bad reviews, or at least not reviews as good as it should have? I'll tell you why. Because the trailer gives away way too much. Now, I mean, the movie to me was very predictable because I had seen the trailer. And I knew from the trailer that was going to happen, and that was going to happen, and that was going to happen. And had I not seen the trailer, had I simply heard Money Monster and seen George Clooney out there, had I thought that this film was just basically a comedy about a guy who talks about the stock market for a living, then it would have been a very different film to me. I would have gone in there blind, and I would have been totally surprised by how things escalated. This movie is a great movie. It is a wonderful movie to me. It is an example of how a crappy trailer can ruin something that is really awesome. So, that's my take on the thing. I actually will really recommend go see Money Monster, particularly if you're between the ages of 30 and 40. Maybe some of you you younger 20-year-olds who've already seen how horrible life could be can really relate to this film. But yeah, Money Monster is a movie about how the rich have become monsters in our day and age. They manipulate the system, and they take from us poor. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's the struggle of humanity in a world where you just can't believe everything you hear. So, why don't you tell me in the comments below, what has been your greatest struggle in life? I'd really like to know. I'm Richard Neal.